Hi, I'm Cynthia Soda, owner and principal interior designer of Soda Pop Design Inc. And we are standing in my kitchen in my home in Stouffville, the country close to the city. Being a mom of 4 and a big family of 6, we have a lot of storage needs here. And when we first moved into this place, the kitchen layout really just didn't work for us. There wasn't a lot of cabinet space. There was a door going from the garage directly into the kitchen, which I didn't really love because it kind of made a little bit of a mess. The island was oriented completely perpendicular to where you see it now, and the fridge kind of wouldn't even open fully to get everything in. So it just wasn't functioning for us. And the house actually sat overlooked by a lot of buyers because I guess people couldn't really see the forest through the trees, but when I walked in, I loved the amount of light and I felt like I could work with it. The first thing we did was actually change the layout of the space to maximize the amount of storage that we had and cabinetry. I really wanted a lot of light, and because we're south facing, we eliminated one door and maximized the amount of space we had of the existing little window that was over top of the kitchen to make a really big bright window. And we recentered the sink under that space. We centered the stove that I'm standing right by to be centered against this wall, and we had a really big bulkhead above the whole stove area, so we actually snugged that bulkhead back. We pulled it back as tight as we could to the wall in order to get cabinetry to go all the way up to the ceiling, and even the very, very top little cabinet is just kind of a shorter, it's a shallower cabinet where we can keep pictures and things in there. We just wanted to make sure that we made use of every square inch. I also wanted a full depth refrigerator. Again, I've got 2 girls, 2 boys, and we're a big family of 6, so I wanted a full depth refrigerator, but I didn't want it to stick out beyond the cabinet. So what we did was we put the refrigerator to the right side of me here and put kind of a walk-in pantry-ish with a sliding door right beside it in order to get the most use of the space. So some of the most functional features in this kitchen for me are our sliding door for the walk-in pantry, our flip-up cabinet doors because I'm short, and even though we have tall cabinets, I wanted to be able to open the whole cabinet. And I just thought it was more interesting and European to look that way, to open them that way. And then I also really like that we have drawers right underneath the sink. So we did 2 equal-sized drawers underneath the sink, but made kind of a small little U-shaped storage area right underneath so that we still made use of that top cabinet. We used acrylic cabinets for the white cabinets, and we used laminate for the dark ones. I used a white quartz countertop so that I could kind of always see when it needed to be cleaned, which is a blessing and a curse. And we used a marble backsplash just as a feature behind the stove. So we had my light over top of the island custom designed because I couldn't find something that I liked, and I wanted a singular canopy with lots of lights hanging down. So we created one ourselves. Even as a professional, things can go wrong and timelines can be longer than you expect. So for me, when we first moved in, I had a new baby. We were a family of 5 at the time, and I was feeding them all on folding tables and hot plates. So I don't like to just talk the talk, I walk the walk, and I've been there. So I know it can be hard, but you have to make sure that you can keep your eye on the prize.